Hi everyone, Araya here. So lovely to see you and thank you so much for checking in with me. I am a channel for the divine consciousness to work through me and with me in co-creation with the higher octaves of love light. So in other words, I facilitate, bring through and assist higher light codex coming from people's monad to be anchored in the light body. In short, I'm a healer. There's so many titles and names that we can give ourselves, and sometimes we have to use them to describe the work that we do and where we are at with it. But if you are like me and you're a feeler, you're an empath, you will feel my energy. You might feel what I'm about. But I just like to sort of tell you some of the ways that my energy takes shape. So what I love to do most is work one-on-one in personal healing sessions with people, thereby really feeling into what each soul needs in bringing those pieces of the puzzle back home that have become polarized, that are perhaps frozen in time, in timelines or storylines, and bringing those polar opposites back into unity, back into oneness. So I've been doing this for about 20 odd years, but actually I've been doing it all of my life, but really working with clients, that is. And so I do this I love doing this in personal sessions, but I definitely also really enjoy working in group sessions, holding space for meditations, activations, etc. Really sharing what I know, sharing what is embodied as my wisdom, and just having fun with everyone and anyone who's like-minded. And I firmly believe that working with other people enhances us. It's always bigger than the sum total of the two. So at the moment, I do a lot of that, a lot of personal sessions with people. And then we work multidimensionally. So it's always much bigger than just the client's soul and my soul. We always work with a large number of our multidimensional selves, of our lineage light pools. So that's the kind of the main thing that I love facilitating. Besides that, as I said, I already also offer journeys for people to work in group scenarios. And one of those is coming up again in March, where I'm starting a new round of the Sophia Christos light body activations. So this is an 8-module course, and it's really, really quite powerful. This came through about 2 years ago, and I've done a few rounds of that now, as well as doing the personal activations with people. And what it does is it really enhances and accelerates your light body or your light embodiment, which is the higher light that you can hold within your luminous field. And yeah, my clients, myself included, we have all gone on an accelerated path when these codes, which is a codex, a set of codes, came through. As I said, it's done over 8 modules. With it, you receive activational art coming through as a visual of a luminous template. So in a way, it's a set of energetic codes that are held on the inner planes, and it's coming through as a templated format for you to integrate and anchor down with your own personal needs in mind. Yeah, so that's a really, really beautiful offering from the higher light, from the Sophia light, for each of us to align to the New Earth paradigm in a sort of rapid way. And you could think of it as an interface. In the same way that you would want to update your computer or your phone, your iOS, so that you may be able to interface with something new that's on offer, so that it doesn't become outdated. In the same way, we humans and all the animals on this planet, all of life on this planet receives an update, a light update, or new integration. And that creates the interfaces that help us to feel in full alignment with the higher paradigm that is on offer now from our planet. As she's going through a shift and she's moving into unity consciousness, all of us on this planet who are staying on board for this process, we are also offered this shift. So now, obviously, we do not need to seek outside of ourselves, in that you receive this already to the level and extent that you are aware of it consciously, just by being outside, by being in nature. But if you do this consciously with assistance, and not just my assistance, but everyone else who's offering similar, it helps you to do this faster. It's a bit of a fast track, if you like. And Spirit really wants me to talk about this this change that is happening, and in particular this month we are bridging into this change. And the change is going to occur midway February, but more into March, into the Pisces season, where we are stepping into a whole new paradigm. We've all been feeling it, New Earth. Many of us have already been journeying with New Earth, anchoring our new unity codex into the core of our planet. Yet now this is kind of coming online more fully for the entire planet. And as is my feeling, my gut feeling, I think you could call it, is that it will create some havoc in the residual remaining duality paradigm pockets, and that's going to be necessary. It facilitates the higher light coming in. It's a cleansing process of sorts. But this is why we are now nudged, and not so gently anymore, a bit more strongly, to begin making a choice. And our souls will feel this. The soul will know that we are being guided, that to kind of clean up our act, tidy up after ourselves, begin to intake different in terms of what we watch, what we entertain, what we think, what we eat, what we drink, and who we hang out with, for example. So these things that some of us have been doing for years now, they're now also really coming online, being offered strongly to everyone else. All the souls who have said, yes, I'm staying on for this, we will all begin to feel it. So I am really being guided to offer this course and to bring it very clearly what it is about. And I will tell you, I've worked about 27 weeks at the time, about 2 years ago, to bring all of this through. So with it, you receive all the art templates to show you what is being done in your light body, what it looks like. Also, I will explain everything through talking in the group or in person via a Zoom call, but also you will get the PDFs of each module a week in advance before we actually journey together. And so after the explanation, after going through all the material, then you will sit in a meditative way, and my light team and I, we will, and this involves your soul, of course, this is a co-creation, bring through the higher codex for you to integrate. So in other words, you get a healing, yeah, you get an activation. And it is just, as I said, a very, very powerful way of stepping forward in your true light, to remember who you truly are, to release the outdated ways of feeling about yourself, of thinking about the world. It's quite comprehensive, really. It entails everything that I have so far embodied in terms of knowledge that is walked, and that has been integrated by me actually doing the work myself first. And so that's how it works with everything. And each of us is coming through with a different healing light that we may offer to others. We are all examples of what we've so far been able to unify. And in being those examples, being those mirrors, we have the opportunity to share it with the world around us. So that's really exciting. So the Sophia Crystals Light Body course coming up in March is one of the new things that I offer in terms of it being a new round. Other things that I've been quite busy with lately is doing house and land clearings. And this really ties in with this tidying up period that we are in, this month of February, bridging into the new paradigm. We are tidying up after ourselves. And when we live in a house, on a property where there's old residual energy that might have nothing to do with us, but it's held in the land, it's held in the house, yeah, in the walls, in the carpets, in the ceiling, sometimes this can affect us, yeah. Now, as a general rule of thumb, we usually choose new homes by how they feel to us, whether we do this consciously or unconsciously, subconsciously. We choose what feels in resonance, what feels aligned, and so we do sometimes need to journey with these energies, yeah, because we need to learn something from them. But at some point you might realize that, you know, there's like a spot in your house that feels heavy, or a room that doesn't feel nice. Or there's a spot on your land where you might keep falling over, or where you just feel something's a bit odd. So my spirit team and I, again, this is my higher light coming through as my light pool. We offer reset clearings. We go into the ley lines of the land, check out any of the old storylines and timelines, walk through the property energetically and checking what the story is, what the house is talking about, what the land is saying. And we are then able to pull all of that together. It's kind of in the same way as I do with a personal healing, and bring all of that into the 0 point field. So unify the energies there and clear it so that everything has a fresh reset, a clean slate. And so far I've been hearing really amazing feedback from people, how it enhanced their lives, or how it changed, for example, in rental properties, what kind of people came into the new rental on offer. And also just hearing feedback of people walking into a house and saying, wow, the energy feels so nice. So this is a really, another really cool thing that I love doing. Besides that, there's quite a big list of other things that I offer. So feel free to ask, for example, animal healing. I do readings, but I don't necessarily do them as a form of fortune telling. The readings are more to showcase people where they might still have an old story running, or where their soul wishes to make a quantum jump into a higher timeline, for example. So yeah, those are a few things that I love bringing through, and thank you for listening so far. I quickly just wanted to touch upon what the cards are bringing through for this week. And so this is about a new light embodiment, an adjustment in your light body, so to speak, that has been brought forward through a recent group session where we interacted with a Pleiadian grandmother of the origin seed, the original seeding of humanity. And she brought through an opportunity for people to have a modulation in their field that is fully autonomous and that helps you to really strongly anchor into New Earth. Also, it helps all of us who are in need of a bit more balancing in these turbulent times to balance our nervous system, to stay grounded in our higher truth, in our knowing who we are, and also in our connection with Gaia. Yeah, and so Spirit is speaking about this because for all of us, no matter if you are aligning to this, if you feel you would like this or not, it's so super important that we ground consciously into the core of this planet, into our core crystal with our light. This helps everyone to stay anchored and balanced in these times of big light incoming, solar flares, activity, and massive changes. So I have all of those things on offer. Please check out my other videos, my newsletter of the month of February. And if there's anything that I can assist with in co-creation, in session, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you so much and have a lovely, blessed day. If you liked this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to be notified about any other new videos dropping, then please hit the little bell icon on the right bottom side underneath this window. In the comments section, I will post some links to the things that I talked about, so you can check it out, and please don't hesitate to personally contact me. Thank you.